Hello, I'm Ivan Navi, and I'm a tad miffed. Alright, let's talk about this. Alright, if you haven't been following comics, specifically ones relating to Captain America, this might come as a surprise to you, but let's get into it. Captain America, old star-spangled man, is a Hydra agent. All right. For those who may only know the movies, you may know Hydra's the bad guy. We've seen him in a couple of the MCU movies with old Captain. I punched Hitler 200 times. America fighting him in his first movie, and then again in the Winter Soldier movie, and they popped up in the Avengers and Shield and whatnot. Hints and wording about them still around. So yeah, they're basically bad guys. And in the comic books right now, not only is Captain America working with them, he's kind of in charge. Yeah, that's several layers of messed up. So let me just try to compress this thing for you. For those who haven't following the comics, recently there was an event. I'm not gonna get into it, but this magical MacGuffin called the Cosmic Cube. Again, I'm not gonna get into it. Kind of was tricked, misused by the Red Skull, and kind of rewrote reality so that Steve Rogers has always been a Hydra agent, working undercover as Captain America so he could win the trust of everyone and eventually turn Hydra for the win. Alright, when this Hail Hydra gate happened, people were upset. Obviously, who wouldn't be? Captain America was not a bad guy. Now, he was a member of the Hydra, the people he's been fighting for so long time, which is very reasonable. Captain America was created to basically be against the Nazis. The first issue with Captain America has him punching out Hitler on the cover. It's iconic. So people were upset that this all-American boy was now fighting for the League of Evil, who was greatly associated with the Nazi Party. And remember, Steve Rogers was actually there was let's just say, yeah, didn't see it well with people there, especially with some of his creators being Jewish. So, yeah, people were upset. But Marvel explained that no, he's not really a Hydra agent forever. It's just this cosmic cube rearranged things. Doesn't sit well with me for two reasons. One, I don't like retcons. Two, still a Hydra agent. And, well, now we're into the new event, the Secret Empire. It's out in the open. He's Hydra now. And he's pretty much taking over the country. Yeah, not great. So that brings us to today's topic in today's segment. Honestly, this whole Hydra thing is really throwing me off. Today's segment on Hey Look Listen. Yes, I'm going with that title. My last name is Ivan Navi, and I have a sword on my wall from that thing. I'm going to make the joke. It's going to happen. Alright, so our topic today is, why is this happening? Basically, why is this happening? If you want to get into meta context, it's probably because Marvel needed an event. They wanted to make money. This would shake things up. That always gets people involved in reading them. As much as people are going to hate on them on their blogs, on video channels like this, it's going to give them plenty of attention. So it's probably going to spike their sales. And sales means more comic books, more money. They need the moolah. Incontextually, that's just the state of things we have them. Again, I don't try to get political. I prefer to keep this channel as light as possible, just be entertaining. But that's not always the case. Today's topic brings us into politics. I don't think I need to say it, but a lot of people here in America may feel a little disenfranchised, may feel that evil powers have gotten into control. And I think I've made my opinions clear on that, where I stand on these things. And yeah, I get where they're coming from. I can get that. And I think this whole secret empire is a reflection on that. I know this was started a while ago, there was set up and everything. But yeah, I think that's kind of this Captain Hydra thing is a reflection of that. That's the thing about comics, about books, about movies. They tend to reflect their times. Right after the war. Remember, it's not even the first time something like this has happened to Captain America. During the Watergate crisis, where people were questioning all sorts of things about political affiliations, is America really that great because the whole Nixon thing? Captain America stepped down from Captain America and became Nomad, the man without a land. Just fighting, doing the right thing. So there is precedence for it. And I don't think that Marvel is going outright saying that, yeah, we're being controlled by the bad guy. This is what happens. No, I don't think they're going that bluntly. But it's just hard not to reflect what's happening sometimes, even consciously or unconsciously. So, yeah, people are feeling disenfranchised. People feel like they need to fight against the man because the man's messing us up. And I think this is a reflection of that. Though there is some ideas here I like. One being that, yeah, it's going to force the heroes to not only pick sides but question things, to fight. And I think it's a lot better than they had in the Civil War books, honestly. It's more blunt. Yeah. And one of the major rules for Marvel has been Captain America is always right. It's never actually been stated, but the idea is this guy is always right. He's going to fight for the right side. So a couple heroes are just going with him because, yeah, it's Captain Rogers. He knows what's best, right? Right? One example that came up recently is in the Deadpool books. Deadpool was pretty much called upon by Captain America and told him, yeah, this guy right here, he turned traitor. I need you to kill him. And Deadpool's, okay, you're Captain America. To make things harder there, Deadpool killed Phil Coulson. You may know him from the Marvel movies or the TV show S.H.I.E.L.D. The thing is, Deadpool really reflects this idea because he's the fourth wall breaker. He knows he's in a comic book. He's aware of these tropes and everything. As he kills Coulson, Coulson's trying to tell him, no, you don't understand. Captain America isn't who he used to be. And Deadpool kills him because he says, Phil, you know how this works out. Captain America is always right. And he just walks away. Wade doesn't enjoy killing a guy who is his friend in a way. But there you go. That's the idea there. It really brings up moral quandaries. And even Steve, I'm just going to call him Steve, I can't call him Captain America right now. He says he's putting control. He knows Hydra's corrupt, and his own morals are still kind of intact. He wants to take over Hydra and turn it for a force of good. He's trying to control everything, which in essence does make sense. If he can stop terrorists, he can stop the supervillains, he can control everything, everything will be at peace. But at the cost of liberties and several lives. Honestly, the argument for the greater good is not really working here because, yeah, we're going back to the Nazi thing. They thought they were controlling things and gonna bring out peace. Yeah, it didn't work out so well. So yeah, it's hard for me not to see our beloved hero as the villain here. And he's got all the power now. He's taking over. And not to get political again, but someone pointed out to me, He's arresting reporters and kicking people out as something that's been actually kind of hinted at by our actual president with fake news. Yeah, I don't know if this is that's intentional, but it does kind of seem like they are doing some kind of statement there. And that's the thing. It's a thing. It's just it's gonna be reflected in our comics for a while. I know it's upsetting people. It's upsetting me. I think it's pretty obvious. I can see myself on the screen here, and I can tell I'm upset. I'm sure you've noticed it too. It's hard to see someone you think as good, purely honorable, purely great, and then see them in such a state, such doing so many bad things. But I was angry for a while. I was very angry when I heard this plotline was coming on, and I'm sure a lot of you were too. The best thing I can tell you right now is to take your breath. It's not going to last long. It's Captain Rogers. It's comic books. The thing we know as comic book readers is that no change is permanent. Captain America will come back to our old Star-Spangled Land soon enough. Once this event is over, he's going to go back to normal, or die and then come back, and things will go back to normal. I'm sure the heroes are going to have some trouble trusting him again, but it's not going to last forever. And you can really take that statement into something else if you like to. So yeah, the world gets reflected in media. It's happened before with other movies and videos. Everything got darker after 9/11 because, well, we started to realize how dark the world could really be. And if you see some things in comic books that remind you of the real world politics, then yeah, that just means you're paying attention. It's not great, but it won't last forever. Until then, we're stuck with Hydra Steve. Hopefully this comes to an end soon enough and we have something of a happy conclusion. I can't say it's good. I can understand why they're doing it. But yeah, it leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Personally, I read comics for a bit of escapism from the real world, so having it put back in my face is a bit of a bummer. Anyway, those are my thoughts on this whole Secret Empire and Hydra Steve. If you'd like to put your own thoughts and opinions, please comment below. I do tend to read them when I can. Like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone if you want. Links and, spreading links helps. Anyway, again, I've been Ivan Navi. Thank you for watching, and I'll make another video soon, I guess. Bye.